When you can't make it to City Hall or the school board meetings, local journalists from Duluth News-Tribune will be there to report the facts and get your questions answered. Local news works for you. Stay up to date at DuluthNewsTribune.com.
Hello, Northlanders. It's Wednesday, May 29th. I'm Wyatt Buckner of the Duluth News-Tribune Minute, presented by Minnesota Power Employees Credit Union.
The average MPECU member saves over $785 a year in better rates and lower fees. And with MPECU, every ATM is your ATM. With their free checking program, you get ATM fee reimbursements at any ATM anywhere in the U.S. Check out Minnesota Power Employees Credit Union's services online at mpecu.com or visit their offices in downtown Duluth, Arrowhead Road, or Miller Trunk Highway.
Now here's a look at today's headlines. The suspect accused of beating an 81-year-old man with a hammer in the restroom of a Chester Park supermarket Friday has been charged. Lance Alexander Tolbert, 43 of Duluth, was charged Tuesday with premeditated first-degree attempted murder. The criminal complaint alleges Tolbert stepped out of a Mount Royal Market men's restroom stall around 8:50 a.m. and struck the back of the head of a man standing at the urinal. Tolbert reportedly continued the attack after the victim fell to the floor. Duluth Police Department identified the victim as Bradley French and reported Tuesday he was in stable condition. The complaint said French continues to receive treatment, including surgery for his injuries, including a skull fracture, cuts on his hands and scalp, a deep puncture wound on one arm, and a broken hand. Police said French and Tolbert did not know each other. During the attack, French fought back and managed to take the hammer from Tolbert, who had put his gloved fingers into French's mouth, according to the complaint. The attack stopped when another person entered the restroom, prompting Tolbert to take the hammer and run from the store. Tolbert was found 13 minutes later near Wallace Avenue and East 7th Street, the complaint said. Blood was found on his clothes, body, and on a hatchet attached to his belt. Tolbert was wearing winter boots, a black t-shirt, insulated camouflage overalls, and protective shin pads. The next day, police found Tolbert's black hooded jacket and, quote, a hammer covered in what appeared to be blood, end quote, in its pocket, according to the complaint. In a letter Tuesday, Assistant St. Louis County Attorney Anthony Rubin urged the judge not to consider any pretrial release because, quote, the nature of this violence poses such an incredible threat to public safety, end quote. Rubin recommended the court set Tolbert's bail at $500,000. Tolbert remained lodged at the St. Louis County Jail on Tuesday afternoon. No bail was listed on the jail roster. A Missouri man was found dead after reportedly falling out of a boat Sunday near Ely in Lake County. The body was identified as Dwayne Kruger, 54 of St. Louis. The Lake County Sheriff's Office said in a news release Tuesday it received a call at 2:06 p.m. Sunday regarding a body seen floating on White Iron Lake east of Ely. The sheriff's office arrived around 2:37 p.m. The reporting party told law enforcement an unoccupied boat was banging on the rocks. The individual then noticed the body floating on the water, the news release said. The medical examiner investigator preliminary ruled the death an accidental drowning. The victim was not wearing a life jacket. No one else is believed to have been on the boat with Kruger. The incident remains an active investigation pending final results. One man was killed and another injured following a single vehicle rollover Sunday along Wisconsin Highway 105 near Logan Avenue, according to a news release from Superior Police Chief Paul Winterscheid. Speed and alcohol are believed to be factors in the crash, according to the release. The crash was reported at approximately 10 p.m. Members of the Superior Police Department, Douglas County Sheriff's Office, Superior Fire Department, and Mayo Ambulance responded to the area. Both occupants were ejected from the vehicle, Winterscheid said. The driver, identified as a 25-year-old man from Superior, was pronounced dead at the hospital. The passenger, identified as a 24-year-old man from the village of Oliver, sustained non-life-threatening injuries and was transported to the hospital by ambulance. The crash remains under investigation pending toxicology reports. The identity of the driver will be released at a later date, according to Winterscheid. Now here's a look at your forecast, brought to the News Tribune's Northlandia podcast.
Duluth area forecast for today. Areas of fog and some low clouds early, especially around the lake. Otherwise, a generally sunny day, but cool with a high getting up into the low 60s. Light wind turning east about 5 to 10. For tonight, clear skies. Temps in the upper 30s to around 40. East wind at 5 to 10. Sunny, breezy, and a bit warmer tomorrow with temps approaching 70, but winds also increasing during the afternoon. There will be a chance of scattered showers and maybe a thunderstorm Thursday night and Friday. I'm Storm Tracker meteorologist John Wheeler.
Thank you to the Northlandia podcast for their support. The bi-weekly podcast explores curious and unique stories here in the Northland. The latest episode looks at how a Grand Marais coffee shop connects the community with weather reports. You can find that episode and others at DuluthNewsTribune.com or wherever you also get this podcast. Reporting for today's episode was done by Jimmy Loverin, Brielle Bredston, and Maria Lockwood. Thank you for listening to Duluth News Tribune Minute. Have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.